morning, good afternoon to some people across the U.S. It's Ricardo, JunkGuysdfw. I ran into a problem again yesterday. Let's talk about what happened to me yesterday. I did a couch removal at an apartment complex with a very attractive looking woman. She was very attractive, and it was her by herself. So let's get on with this story, guys. It's Ricardo, JunkGuysdfw, guys, on a very, very cold Wednesday morning, Wednesday afternoon for some people. And I'm going to talk about what I found during a junk removal yesterday by myself, and just me and a very attractive woman at her apartment in the Dallas area. Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about the videos that I just recently put out in the last few hours. I guess the last 6 hours or something. I put about 3 headcam videos out. I will be putting out more videos in the next few days, but I put 3 out last night. They're headcam videos from the days before, okay? So I want to clarify that before people start saying anything. And if you haven't seen it, check out my Hornet video. We used a lot of copyrighted material, so I'm not getting paid on it, so it really doesn't matter. Anyway, guys, let's get on with the show, and let's talk about what happened to me at a junk removal yesterday. So it started off like a regular day. I was actually only going to do an estimate job yesterday, and then I got a phone call from a young lady. I could tell she was young. But when I got there, she wasn't young, okay? But she was very attractive. So on the phone, you can usually tell if a customer is going to be attractive or if she's an older lady. I mean, you can just tell their nationality, if she's black, Mexican, white, Indian. You can just tell by the type of the sound of their voice, you know what I mean? So yeah, when I got the phone call, she definitely sounded like she was a young lady, and she was in an apartment complex here in the Dallas area. And all she needed was a couch removal. So I gave her a price of $75 same-day service, and she just jumped at it. She said, "Can you do it today?" And of course, I obliged, guys. I did have my big truck because I was doing, oh, you know what I did yesterday? I recorded it. It was a headcam video of the dumpster enclosures in Plano, Texas. I've had plenty of videos of those. But yesterday was a more specific video. Well, it doesn't really matter. The point of the story was I was doing that job, and on the way back, I stopped to pick up a couch, okay? So I get to the house. I remember her name was Claire. So when I get to the house, Claire, you know, she picked up the phone. She walked me upstairs. I took my dolly with me because I did have a dolly in the F550. So I was driving this truck, as a matter of fact. And when I get there, I noticed her place was immaculate. It was a beautiful, beautiful apartment. Very nice in the Dallas area. I guess her apartment was probably like $1,300 or $1,400 a month. She had just came off a breakup where her boyfriend had cheated on her. I talked to her, and then I said to her, "That's weird because my girlfriend did the same thing to me," and we kind of related to each other. But that's not the point of the story. Let me get to the point of the story. So she pointed at the couch that I needed to remove. Okay, she pointed at the couch that needed to be hauled off. And I was like, okay, and that's how I got to talking to her about her infidelity, her cheating boyfriend. And I talked to her about my cheating girlfriend. That's how we really got into that situation. Because I asked her, I said, "Why didn't your husband or boyfriend help you move it?" And she said, "Well, I had to get rid of him. And the reason I'm getting rid of the couch is here's where I caught him and his girlfriend in." And I was like, holy smokes. So she definitely hates this effing couch, you know what I mean? She definitely wants me to get rid of this couch. And that was the whole idea. I was like, I kind of felt bad for her. So the scenario of the story was that she was working late. She was always working late at her job. And she told me that she got off early. She didn't tell him. She was going to surprise him. She's an accountant at Stearns and something. Stearns and I forgot what it was. She's an accountant somewhere in Dallas. And not actually really close by to her apartment. And she told me that she had been working long hours the last few weeks, right? So this is what she's telling me. And I mean, dude, I'm the most nosiest person in the world when it comes to junk removal. I just need to find out everything about these people and why they're getting rid of a good couch. So it was a very great looking couch anyway. And she was telling me that she was working late that day. And she had told her boyfriend that she was going to work late. Now these people, oh, by the way, here's the best thing. It was her fiance, okay? It was her fiance. She told her fiance that she would be working late, but then something happened with their schedule that she ended up not working late and came home early. So apparently her cheating fiance, holy shit, I gotta pick up this trash on here. Her cheating fiance decided to bring his girlfriend over, okay? And when his girlfriend was over, well, things, they started doing things on the couch. And now she wants to get rid of the couch. Of course, she came at home, she opened the front door to her apartment. I'm gonna park this vehicle because I don't think this guy wants me to pick up just trash for the amount of money he's paying me. This is crazy. Okay. Let me get to the story really fast. She came home early. She opened the door to the apartment, and her boyfriend was on the couch fucking some other chick. She kicked him out of the apartment. A day later, she calls me out to pick up the couch. So I get there. It was kind of funny that she was telling me the story. I could tell she was very hurt by the story. She got teary-eyed, and then I told her, listen, the same thing happened to me. I said, listen, I've been cheated on in my relationship. My girlfriend cheated on me 4 times and didn't wink an eye. You know what I mean? So I know how this lady feels. You know what I mean? I know the situation of infidelity and having someone that's faithful and not faithful to her. You know what I mean? So the story was very, very sad, and I was trying to like, oh, geez, should I hug this lady? I don't even know this lady. Is it inappropriate? I have no idea. So let me tell you what happened. She points at the couch. I said, ma'am, I'll get it out of here. And I put my dolly underneath. I leveled the couch up like this, okay? And I put my dolly under the couch. As I'm moving the couch, some of the seats fall off the couch, okay? They fall off of the couch. The sofas, some of the sofas, whatever you call them. Let me move this over here. Some of the sofa cushions fall off the couch. And I say, oh, okay. And I try to grab one, but then I notice something black roll out onto the ground. And there it is. It's a black dildo. Okay. It's a black dildo. She doesn't see it because she's behind me at an angle that way. And I'm lifting up the couch this way. So I'm lifting it this way. It's down like this. Here's the couch like this. And I lift it like this. And then she's standing over here. So she's got visual nothing over here. When I lift the couch, it just falls off to the right. She couldn't see it, and I looked and I said, oh my gosh. I did not have my camera on, and the reason I did not have my camera on, I just didn't bring it. It was downstairs in the car, in the truck. I definitely taken advantage of the situation because, listen, she was just crying. She was pretty sad. She was teary-eyed. So I said to myself, you know what? Let's have some fun with this. Let's have fun with this. So I reached down and I grabbed the dildo, the black dildo on the end of it, of course. And I hold it and I said, ma'am, is this your dildo? I mean, no, I didn't say dildo. I said, ma'am, is this yours? Is this your massager? And she goes, and I'm going to tell you something. She paused for a good 10 seconds before her first words came out. So this is how awkward it was. I grab it, right? And I'm going to just show, okay, here's something. I grab it and I pull it out and I go, ma'am, is this yours? Is this your massager? And she goes, I'm so sorry. And I was just wobbling. I said, no, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. While I'm sitting there talking to her on my left side, okay, I'm doing this with the dildo the whole time. I'm just moving it around so it can look funny. And she goes, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, can you stop doing that? And I said, doing what? I said, doing what? And I'm moving the dildo like this. She goes, doing what? I said, doing what? She goes, moving it like that. And I said, oh, okay, here. And I hand it to her. She goes, no, just throw it on the ground. I said, okay. So I toss it and it goes into the kitchen. I toss it into the kitchen, and she goes, "Oh my God, not in the sink!" And I said, "I didn't know where to toss it. I didn't know." And I run into the sink, I grab it, and I grab the dildo back, and I'm wiggling it like this again. It was just a funny thing. She laughed so much. She laughed so much that she was crying at the same time, and that's when I went up to hug her. I went up to hug the lady, and we had one of those moments like she's been having a bad day, but she needed someone to hold. She needed someone to be there for her. And, you know, when someone cheats on you and someone breaks that trust, there's some kind of level of, a dynamic level of untrustworthiness, of unfaithfulness, of losing a good friend and losing a person that you really cared about. You know, she was going to marry this guy. They were 3 years into this relationship, and now it's gone. He was on the couch having sex with another woman. Her story is different from my story, okay? I stayed with my girlfriend. We tried to fix these problems, and they were never going to fix. I was never going to marry her because she had cheated. And I think she knew that. And then she gave me a September the 1st deadline to marry her, or she was going to leave. And of course she left, and I never have talked to her. I haven't talked to her since. And I respect that. But, you know, once that level of trustworthiness was broken, there was no coming back on that. You know what I mean? It was going to be something that, that I would always carry in the back of my mind. So I know what that feels like. I know exactly what it feels like. I know how the pain that she was enduring, Claire, my customer, I know that pain that she was enduring. Listen, I'll tell you some facts about cheaters, okay? Once a cheater will always be a cheater. That's the proven fact. They say that once you cheat, you tend to cheat again. It's a 77.5% chance that you're going to do. Well, when I met my girlfriend, she had already cheated on her previous boyfriend, and then I got her thinking I could change her, and that's not going to happen. So she cheated on me multiple times, and she'll probably cheat on the next guy. And she had told me, Claire, my customer, had told me that her boyfriend was actually married when they met, and he left his wife for her. And I said, oh, well, there's a pattern there. The same pattern that my ex took, she took. You know what I mean? The same pattern my ex took, her boyfriend took that same pattern. You know what I mean? So maybe they can find each other. I have no idea. The point of the story is that I'm trying to say, guys, is that I took a bad individual time and place of pain and made it fun by finding this black dildo in her bed and in her mattress. And she hugged me. I laughed with her, and she cried on my shoulder. And I think the pain of her boyfriend cheating on her really came to fruition, you know what I mean? And when I pulled out the dildo, she found it funny, but she also found the pain inside her heart. And it was hard to reflect that, you know. And I felt for her. I felt for her hard. I felt for her hard. My heart was hurting for her, just knowing I had been through the same thing, you know what I mean? Just knowing I had been through the same thing. What causes? She said that she went to a counselor. And I was like, wow, you found one fast. She said, no, I have a relative that's a counselor, so I went to go see them. And I was like, oh. And she said that it has to do with a lot of anxiety, that people find regression, they found depression, they find a lot of hate inside them. So instead of seeing the priority of trying to fix it, they alternatively go somewhere else to try to fix it with something else or somewhere else, you know. And this is what he did. They were having problems in the relationship, and instead of trying to fix it, he chickened out and just went and find some more pussy somewhere else. Is primarily what he did. It's a hard subject to talk about when I talk about it, and the reason is because I've gone through it twice already. My last relationship was with another girl. We were getting married, and she cheated. And then This previous one of 6 years, cheated multiple times, and instead of facing the truth, she goes and looks for something somewhere else, and that's ultimately what had happened with our relationship. She just any time that a person gets tired of their situation, instead of trying to fix it, they chicken out and go look for it somewhere else. You know, and she was built with all this anxiety. She was very pushed. She was unsocializing. Cheaters do that. They tend to unsocialize with a lot of people. You know what I mean? They try to unsocialize with a lot of people, and they tend to like concentrate on other alternatives other than trying to fix the situation with that person. They find other alternatives. You know what I mean? And this is what mine did, and this is apparently what her boyfriend did. He seeked, you know, sex somewhere else, and, you know, couldn't face the facts of a relationship. Anyway, finding the black dildo broke the ice, and it was pretty funny. We managed to have a good time with it, and that was it. I left. I didn't get her number. I didn't get her name or anything. I mean, I didn't get her number or anything else. I'm not gonna call her. She was going through so much pain or anything like that. One thing that I did do for her when I left, I grabbed her hand and I said, "Do you mind if you want to pray with me?" And she said, "Yes, definitely." And I said, "When was the last time you went to church?" And she said, "I haven't been in years," because he doesn't believe in church. And I said, "Okay, well, let's pray." So I grabbed her hand and I prayed for her really quick, and that was it. I'm not going to get all godly on you and stuff. I mean, but I do believe in God, and I do believe that he's got a path for all of us to follow this journey of life and to find someone in our lives. So even though I have a lot of friends and a lot of girlfriends, and it can happen to the best of us. You know what I mean? It can happen to anybody. I have a great YouTube following. I have a lot of friends. I have a great job. I have a good future and stuff. And I still manage not to have that other part of my life, and that's a person, a partner to be with. Anyway, I don't know what Claire is going to do. I asked her about the dildo. She's going to keep on using it, and she said don't throw it away. So apparently she's going to use it. And that's the end of the story, man. I hope y'all learned something from this, that maybe seeking alternative ways is not the way to go. Don't forget, guys, if you like these videos, subscribe over there to the right side. On the left side, check out my other videos. I will talk to y'all later. And check out my videos. I got some headcam videos coming that I just put out. One of them's like an instructional. And I got this mess right outside my window. Let me show you this. This is bullshit. This guy wants me to remove this shit. Look at this. I'm like, are you kidding me? I don't know what he wants me to do. He wants me to pick up some of the trash here. I gotta go, man. Bye.